And we are officially underway for game number 3 here at the 23rd Annual Silo Rebel Tournament, the Invitational rather. Game 1 goes to the Dale Pirates. They defeat the Tupelo Tigers 7-3. Game 2, a battle of the Tigers. Oaktaha rallies to defeat Tusca 6-4. Our third game of today's action features the Soper Bears in Class A versus the Red Oak Eagles from Class B. Final game of the day will start at approximately 6 to 6:30, and it will feature the host Silo Rebels. Well, infield error there, but he still gets him on the throwout, so we'll call that a 5-3 ground out, 1 down. Final game of the evening will feature the Wright City Lumberjacks, rated number 9, versus the number 2 Silo Rebels. Those rankings from the Prep Nation Week 5 set, not Week 3, as OSSAA has posted. There were 2 weeks of baseball prior that no one covered, no one ranked. So we don't pretend like 5 weeks doesn't happen. It's 3. It is supposed to be 5. That'll be my pet peeve update of the day. Would like to thank today's coverage sponsor, Casa in Durant. We are here for a triple header. Game number 3 officially of the day, our second of the broadcast. O2 pitch, and it is high for a ball, so make it 1-2. Game features the defending Class B champions from fall baseball in 2019. Red Oak has carved out quite a niche for baseball in large part due to proximity, but we'll call it the silo effect. You build it and they will come. Both teams relatively young as far as years of in operation, but have been hugely successful since going to the format of no football and fall and spring baseball. With OSSAA's vote this week, it appears imminent that we will now have 2 seasons, spring and fall, of fast pitch softball, as a vote appears to doom the end of spring slow pitch. I've never understood that, to be quite frank, unless they just wanted to do all the bigger classes in the spring and the smaller classes in the fall. There's not a single competitive league in college for slow pitch softball. Hence the rationale of the vote. So in effect, your non-football schools will have, in effect, 2 seasons of fast pitch softball. All right, so 2-0 quickly on the count. 2 down, though, here in the top of the first. Red Oak is very fast, methodical on its pitch delivery. Inside, dead ball hits the batter, so that'll put 1 on for Soper. So no hitter still in play. Perfect game now out. And he gets him on a strike. Back-to-back strikes. So 0-2 count favors the Eagles. This will be a matchup of Eagles versus Bears. And he gets the strikeout. So we will head to the bottom of the first. Score remains Red Oak 0, Soper 0, your Prep Nation team. In low for a ball. Red Oak brought the short roster today, or in other words, just the senior varsity. By my math, I believe they've only got 11 players suited up, possibly 12. So most likely junior high in action today, or the JV. Ball is low and outside for a 3-0 count. Soper got a walk to get a runner on in the top of the first. Red Oak looking to do the same. And they do. It is a ball, and it sounded like it ricocheted off his shoulder. So Red Oak has a runner on first. No outs here in the bottom of the first. I'd like to thank our sponsor for today's game coverage, Casa in Durant. Format for tomorrow: winners of game 1 versus 4, losers same format, and then winners play game 2 versus 3 and losers as well. So game 1, 4 winners, losers meet. Game 2, 3 losers meet. This is officially game 3. So we know that Dale will play either Silo or Riot City, and Tupelo will meet the loser. Tomorrow, Tusca will be waiting the loser of this game between Red Oak and Soper, and then Oaktaha will meet the winner. Loser tomorrow will be eliminated. 2 teams will leave the tournament, leaving 6 left. And then we'll have a third, first, and 5th place game on Saturday at 12, 2, and 4 respectively. Ball is outside, 2-1. Low, ball 3. He goes walk and steal a base. 3-1 turns to 4-1, so back-to-back walks will put 2-1 for Red Oak. All right, runners on second and third. Both are able to steal bases. And that'll be an RBI single to get Red Oak on the board, make it a 1-0 game. So let's make that an RBI double. He makes his way all the way to second. And the Wright City Lumberjacks have made their way here, heading over to the right side dugout. I guess behind the dugout there is a set of bleachers that is popular for fans and also the players. Silo is doing batting cage work right now. They will be wearing blue and gray on the day. Wright City will be dressed in white, gray, and black. That will be our fourth game of the action, featuring the number 9 rated Wright City Lumberjacks versus the number 2 rated Silo Rebels. Both teams have won state championships in Class A in the last year, or 2A. Silo going back to spring of 2019 for 2A. They were upset, of course, for fall of 2019. 3-1 on the pitch count, and a ripper up the middle, perfectly timed and played by the center fielder. So a fly-out sac fly makes it a 2-0 game. Red Oak up. So one down, runner still at second. He wisely stays. So an RBI single scores 1, and then a sac RBI gets Red Oak on the board with 2 runs here in the bottom of the first. Ball goes in the dirt, so runner will steal. So thus far, by my math, Red Oak has been able to get a total of 3 runners on efficient, and precisely how the Red Oaks Eagles are able. Sound with technique, almost unrivaled. It plays AAU with loaded rosters and talent. Wild throw bounces right back to the catcher, hence no attempt to steal home. It was well on its way to hitting the backstop. So we have the third walk of in 8 after 5. Sometimes, hit batter. It's going to load him up. Fourth walk of the game. Nothing games. It's an RBI single, a sac RBI, and an RBI single. Foul ball makes it a 1-1 pitch count. Pitch breaks in for a strike. Nice little changeup there, 1-2. Hits it to third, tag the base, go for 2, and instead he just is sufficient to get 1 out there. So, in effect, a sac RBI with a tag out on assist at the 5 spot. 4-0 lead for Red Oak. Officially the third hit of the game for Red Oak. Ball is low, 2-0 count. Only saving grace gives you, more importantly, a second out. So a strikeout, pop up, ground out, any bases in play here other than bases are loaded for the Eagles. All right, we'll have a substitute runner. It appears to be first, so he'll come off. Pinch runner now on. Walk will come back to the dugout. 4 in for number 25. And as the PA announcer just said, back to the top of the order for Red Oak. So 9 batters of all batters. Makes it number 10. That streak is going to continue and make it at least 11. A 2 RBI double. 6-0 lead for Red Oak. Eagles rolling. All right, runners first and second after a 2 RBI double. All right, 2-1 count. Soper is hoping, praying, working, striving for a quick end to an otherwise brutal bottom first inning. 3-1 on the pitch. Eagles have scored on a couple of RBI singles, an RBI double, a 2 RBI double, hit to the second baseman, 4-3 on the ground out. So through 1, your score, Red Oak 6. Soper 0, your Prep Nation TV triple header games of the day. So a strikeout makes it 1 down here on the top of the second. And in for another strike. 0-1 on the pitch count. One, two. Just outside, ties it up 2 apiece. And it's back-to-back strikes. for Red Oak. Ball is high, 1-0 count. Hit batter, that'll put one on again for Soper. I guess that is the positive thus far in the game. They've had a runner on the first, on top, and second innings. Foul ball, 0-1 count. Ball in for a strike, 0-2. Eagles flirting with a strike out the side, top second. Just inside, 1-2. And they do it. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. Score remains Red Oak 2, Soper 0. Your Prep Nation TV triple header games of the day. Check swing single. So I believe I stood corrected in the first inning on the fielder's choice. That negates the single. So this is now the fourth hit of the day for Red Oak. Red Oak scores 2 on an RBI double, 2 on RBI singles, and then 2 come across as either sac or wild pitches advancing the runner. So 2 unearned and 4 earned runs in the bottom of the first for Soper. It is a 6-0 Red Oak lead. Eagles again have a runner on first. In for a strike, 0-1 count. Okay, foul ball. One on the pitch count. Runner advances to second on the balk. We resume 1-1 with one down here in the bottom of the second. Check swing doesn't go. Runner does steal. Very close though. He's in safe. Infield pop-up should go to the shortstop. And he gets it. That'll make it 2 down. Ball outside and just high for 1-0 count. Two-0 count. Inside for a strike. Outside for ball 4. So back-to-back innings. Red Oak has runners on first and second. We'll have a brief meeting at the mound here. Ball inside again. And I think we got our first homer of the day. It's not quite a homer, but it's another 2 RBI double. And Red Oak's lead now swells to 9-0. All right, runner steals third on the wild throw. Coach Booth earning his money there. Oklahoma's number 5 all-time winningest high school baseball coach. Ranks number 7 in America with 1,460 victories. Coach Billy Bowen of Silo will reach another career milestone tomorrow. So a strikeout, and the Eagles strand 1. We head at the top of the third. Score Red Oak 9, Soper 0. Your Prep Nation TV triple header games of the day. Resuming that thought, Coach Billy Jack Bowen, the all-time winning, obviously, and leading in wins coach at Silo, number 3 in Oklahoma, likewise number 3 in the United States, will coach his 25th, 100th game tomorrow, all at Silo. That is quite an accomplishment. It's nice to see teams that have played their game staying to watch some baseball. The Tuska Tigers have stayed, and up until last inning, Oakdaha was here. The bus just now leaving to get back to the Muskogee area. Tuska a little bit closer, just heading to Atoka, so they will stay, no doubt, for at least this next game, possibly the final game of the evening. This gives Coach Dak Simon an opportunity to scout who they will officially be playing. Top of the third underway. I believe we have got an 0-2 pitch count, even though I think we just got one strike on the board, but I'll double check that. Statistician upstairs is making it a 1-1. Now it is a 1-2. So another strikeout, so one down. The story of the year, in my opinion, is Coach Ed Collins in his pursuit of catching legendary head coach Merle Bowen at Asher. Back when Coach Bowen retired years back, he coached just under 2,500 games. He had 2,115 wins, 349 losses, which is insane when you compare that to the number of wins. But let's just go with basically 2,400 and, 64 games exactly. He was 1,000 games up on the next closest coach. Oh, he is safe. So Soper's got a runner on. That's a positive. They've had runner on in first, second, and third innings. But anywho, having said that, Coach Eddie Collins from Latta, who began his career in 1978 at Jones, then coached 3 years at Rattan, and then came to Latta, I believe, in the fall of 1981. Officially, I guess, his 39th, about to start his 40th year there. He has been able to catch a record that not hardly anybody for Oklahoma lingo thought would ever be broken. And he is now one victory away from tying that record, 2 from breaking it. And hot on his heels is Billy Jack Bowen here at Silo. So your all-time winningest coaches in Oklahoma, Merle Bowen, Asher, 2,115. Number 2, Eddie Collins, Latta, 2,114. Number 3, Billy Bowen, 2,088. Number 4, Darrell Seals, Lokiba Sickles, 1836. Number 5, Trey Booth in action here today, Red Oak, 1460. Number 6, Greg Druba from Binger Oni, 1191. Number 7, another Bowen, Randy Bowen from Kiowa, 1176. Number 8, the lone spring baseball coach, Larry Turner from Owasso, 1161. Number 9, Ray Edwards, Verdon, 1103. And number 10, Bill Fisher, Sperry, 1,077. So technically 3 spring coaches on, but the only active one, Coach Turner from Owasso. Hot on the heels of number 10 is Ed Simon from Roth. He is now only 7 victories back from claiming the number 10 spot. He is in at 1,071. Those stats brought to you by Prep Nation in our stat department. So we will head to the bottom of the third. Score remains Red Oak 9, Soper 0. Just felt our first rain trickle of the day. I am hoping that it doesn't begin raining. I assume it was a rain trickle and not somebody throwing something at me or spitting, but nonetheless. Bottom of the third. My understanding, the format for the tournament run rules are only in effect after 4. So it is 10-4 or 8-5. I do not believe 12-3 would be in play here for the third inning. But if Red Oak scores 3 runs, then we will find out. Something that I did want to point out earlier when doing the all-time wins list, the state of Oklahoma is one of the only states in the United States right now presently that has active fall and spring baseball. There have been a couple other states that have done it before, but nonetheless, bragging rights go to the state of Oklahoma. They presently have the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 all-time winningest coaches in high school baseball. Perhaps even more impressively, when you go down the list, you will find that in the United States, all 50 states, the rankings are exceptionally loaded with Oklahoma represented. They not only have the top 4, I should say, they have 5 of the top 7. Ed Collins, soon to be number 1, Merle Bowen right now 1, soon to be 2, Billy Bowen 3, Darrell Scales 4, and then Gene Schultz from Iowa is number 5 with 1,754 wins. Jack Curran from New York is 6 with 1,708. So Oklahoma has 5 of the top 7. That's pretty good no matter how you slice it. Talking all 50 states. It is a foul ball. Leave it. He doesn't leave much room for interpretation on that. Fly out to left field. So that is definitely a positive for Soper. There are no runners presently on. 1 down, they get the first batter first time in this game. Red Oak had been able to get the leadoff runner on in back-to-back innings. And in fact had 11 batters up in the first inning alone. Ball outside, 1-0 count. Hit high but shallow to center field, and he bobbles it, so another fielding error. Runner on for Red Oak. That will fall to the center fielder at 8 with the slide and miss on the catch. Inside ball 2. Pitcher shrugging his arms like, what do I got to do to get a strike? That one did look pretty close. Feeling another raindrop on my shin. And Red Oak pops it right up the middle. He'll have to go back. So it is 2 down. Ball is outside, 1-0 count. So our debate on whether or not there would be a run rule in the third is proving to probably be moot, as that appears to be another fly out, and this should be taking us to the top of the fourth, and it does. So we will head. And just felt another raindrop. So far they're coming down slow, so that is a little bit better, especially than Tuesday night. There's not an ominous black rain cloud above us. Foul ball. 1-2 now on the pitch count. Ball low and under the feet of the batter, 2-2 count. And that is another K. One down. Way over his head, strike one. Pitcher tries to trick him on that one, so 1-1. Could be 3-0, 2-1. And he rips one for the first hit of the day for your Soper Bears. So fly out to left field, who runs over to center to come under it. He will throw. He'll be safe, though. But that was especially close. If the rule was in effect for tag on the base, that might have been a double play on the 7 unassist fly and then 3 throw out. As is, very, very close. So 2 down. And 1-1 now on the count. Foul ball, takes it 1-2. That ball will roll all the way out to the fence. Runner remains on first for the Bears, their first single of the game. No hitter gone for Red Oak now. Perfect Game is gone with the first walk. Had a hit batter as well. Another foul ball, just inside this time. And in for a strike. So we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Here's the long and short of it. Red Oak scores 1 run, and this is an official final game. Eagles up to bat, bottom of the fourth inning. Coming up, your Prep Nation TV triple header games of the day. Recap of the prior games today for those that are late in this trend. Dale defeated Tupelo 7-3. Tupelo jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the bottom or the top of the first. Dale scored 4 in the bottom and then extended their lead and never gave it up. Final score through the top of the seventh. Second game, Tuska led throughout, lost the lead in the sixth inning. Oaktaha rallies to defeat Tuska in a battle of the Tigers 6-4. Our third game of the day, Red Oak Soper here, is 1 run away from being a final. And then a final game of the evening will feature the host Silo Rebels versus the Wright City Lumberjacks. And ball is outside, 1-0 count. Inside, 2-0. Full count. And right past the open glove of the shortstop. Seventh hit of the day for Red Oak, so potential game-winning run is now on first base. Pitcher keeps him on time. Foul ball. Thought there was a missing ball there before I said anything. I wanted to see if they would update it. 1-1 is the official pitch count. Ball outside, 2-1. And gets him striking 2-2. That ended up being a little bit closer than it needed to be. So full count. Runner remains on first. Theoretically, he can go. He'll have to jump this pitch, otherwise wait for the result. That fly out to the shortstop. One down, runner remains on first. Ball inside, 2-0. Foul ball, 2-1. One hops at 3-1. The runner will steal. So potential game-winning run now at second. Ball is low and walks him, so there's runners now on first and second. Pitcher throws the ball away, and Red Oak does him a solid as he chases the ball rather than waiting for the left fielder to go get it. So third baseman runs to get it, pitcher stays there at third base. Red Oak figuratively could have taken that, I guess, but they decide to stay back. And he strikes. Runners can go since it wasn't a hit or a contact ball. So, potential game-winning run now on third for Red Oak. They need a single or a sac fly. Wild pitch will do it. Ball is low, 2-1 count. Foul ball makes it 2-2. Breaking ball for the strike. All right, so 2 down, so that takes out the sack fly possibility. One 0 count after the ball. Right, high pop up to center field. All right, so Soper staves off elimination. We will head to the top of the 5th. The score 9-0 Red Oak. All right, so the dynamics change. Now Red Oak, all they have to do is hold Soper to 1 run or less, and then this will be a final score. Run rule in effect: 10 after 4 and 8 runs after 5. Low ball for 1 0 count. Foul ball 1-1. Foul ball. And that'll do it on the ground out. Final score, Red Oak Eagles 9, Soper Bears 0.